In the heart of a forgotten land, where the earth cracked under a relentless sun, a story was carried on the wind. At sunrise, the world was painted in gold, dust dancing in the warm light. Here, in a quiet African village, stood a young boy named Kofi. He was different. While others saw only the harsh reality of their world, Kofi felt something more. He stood alone, his clothes fluttering in a gentle breeze, not just feeling the wind, but listening to it. With his eyes closed, Kofi would let the world fade away. He listened deeply, not with his ears, but with his soul. To him, the wind wasn't just air in motion. It was a chorus of invisible whispers, ancient secrets flowing through the air like glowing particles of light, telling tales of the past and warnings of the future. He was a student of the oldest teacher, nature itself. Under the vast, sheltering branches of a baobab tree, an ancient elder saw the boy's unique connection. He took Kofi under his wing, sharing the sacred wisdom passed down through generations. "The wind carries the voices of our ancestors," the elder would say, placing a hand on Kofi's forehead. In those moments, a soft, spiritual light would seem to radiate from the boy, ancient symbols of their heritage floating around him for a fleeting second before vanishing back into the air. The elder wasn't just teaching him stories. He was awakening a gift that lay dormant within the boy's spirit. One night, the gentle whispers turned into urgent cries. The air grew heavy, and dark, menacing clouds rolled across the sky like a tide of ink. The wind, once a soft murmur, now howled, bending the trees in a desperate dance. Kofi was jolted from his sleep, his heart pounding with a primal fear. He knew what was coming. Without a second thought, he ran through the sleeping village, his voice a lone alarm in the night. "Wake up, a great storm is coming. We must leave." But his warnings fell on deaf ears. Laughter echoed from behind closed doors. "It's just the wind." "Boy," they said, dismissing his pleas, "go back to sleep." The villagers, weary from their daily struggles, chose the comfort of their homes over the frantic cries of a child. They couldn't hear what Kofi heard. They couldn't see what he saw. On the horizon, a monstrous wall of dust was forming, a churning beast of sand and fury, with flashes of lightning illuminating its terrifying belly. Desperation fueled Kofi's small body. He grabbed a burning torch from a communal fire pit, its flame a tiny beacon against the encroaching darkness. He didn't run away from the storm. He ran towards the safety of the distant hills, a path revealed to him by the wind's guidance. The first drops of rain began to fall, turning the dry earth into slick, treacherous mud. He slipped, falling hard, but the image of his village, of his people, pushed him back to his feet. His courage, a single flickering light, sparked something in the darkness. A mother, clutching her baby, saw the terror in Kofi's eyes and the truth in his flight. Then, a few children, drawn by the urgency, joined the exodus. Slowly, hesitantly, the elderly, whose wisdom allowed them to see beyond their own doubt, began to follow the boy with the torch. It became a desperate, dramatic race against time, a small band of believers running through the growing storm, guided only by the unwavering light of Kofi's courage. From the safety of the hilltop, they watched in stunned silence. Below, the storm descended upon their village with merciless force. They saw their homes, the very fabric of their lives, collapse like toys. Trees that had stood for generations were snapped in two. Dust and debris consumed everything they had ever known. There was no sound from the onlookers, only the roar of the wind and the collective gasp of a community witnessing its own destruction. When the chaos subsided, a new dawn broke through the clouds. They had lost their homes, but they had not lost each other. The old elder walked to Kofi and placed a proud, steadying hand on his shoulder. Down below, amidst the ruins, the community began to move. They started the slow, arduous process of rebuilding, not just their homes, but their future, founded on a new respect for the world around them and the voices that speak through it. In the gentle light of the new day, Kofi stood once more, the wind flowing softly around him. It no longer carried warnings, but a promise of renewal. Sometimes, the smallest voice carries the loudest truth. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales that inspire.